Yeah, Michael, what does it mean to you to be in an extraordinary relationship? And how is that different from just being in a committed one?
Well, an extraordinary relationship includes the commitment part. But I would say that what's different between being in a committed relationship and being in an extraordinary relationship is that there's this thing called being a little extra or doing a little extra. So the difference between ordinary and extraordinary is a little extra. What we've done is we've identified those things that are needed to be able to create what we call the extraordinary love life. It's an experience of love that we continue on a daily basis, and we do it consciously. So the way we interact with each other, how she wants to be related to, and how I want to be related to is an open forum for us. We continually talk about these things and we highlight them and then we change them when they no longer serve us. So there's certain ways of being that we no longer want to be with each other because it doesn't serve us anymore and it doesn't feel good. So the extraordinary lover is someone who can masterfully return to love. Now, I know you remember the three R's. So what we've done is we've taken some methodologies using Tantra, the ability to embody the experience, and we've been able to find pathways back to love where love doesn't seem like it's present anymore. That's extraordinary.
And to want to do it.
And
Can I
to,
add?
yeah.
Yeah, like the commitment is I want to return to love with you no matter what. And so
Mhm.
I'm committed to that. So I'm going to find a way rather than be right and righteous about being apart from you.
Mm.
I love that. Do you want to say a little bit more, Michael, about the three R's, since my
Oh, yeah,
viewers
you
probably
mentioned
don't
it.
know what that is?
Uh-oh.
All good, all good.
All right, all right. Well, so the three R's are what takes people out of love, and they are resentment, resistance, and revenge. And we find that they're all governed by this one fourth R called righteousness. So resentment is something that we feel in our bodies. And it's usually coming from a place where we couldn't speak our truth in the moment that the most powerful expression could have been done. So it's sort of like, oh, I lost that opportunity to say what I needed to say. And sometimes what that produces in us is this frustration, this resentment, this, oh, man. And then the other thing that causes resentment is when you have said your truth and your partner has just gone in on you. And then the fight starts. And the next time you want to bring something up, it's sort of like you've been trained not to say your truth anymore. So resentment is really, really important to identify early on because it leads to the next R, which is resistance. And resistance can be felt in the way where love doesn't it doesn't permeate the relationship anymore. In fact, there are times where you just want to be alone. This is where I mean, have you ever felt like you're in a relationship and you just feel alone?
Mm.
Like, where's your partner? They're not showing up anymore. You're not showing up. In fact, when you get invited to show up, you're like, no, thanks. I think I'm going to go watch TV. You know? So you know what that feels like. But then coming out of that and being able to turn it around and say, okay, what do we need to do to return to love? So resentment and resistance they have the greater ability to allow you to move back into love
And to heal.
and to heal from it because there's trauma involved every time we're talking about these three R's. And then the third R. The third R is the most dangerous R. It's the R that destroys relationships, that tears down families. It's where domestic violence lives. It's where we see really tragic things happen, and that's revenge.
Mm.
And Laurie tells this story quite often about a man that she knew who showed up one day home after work. He had gone to work and then gone home. And during the day, sometime during that day, this man's wife emptied his house, took all of the furniture, all of the clothing, everything, the
All the
children,
kids.
the dog, the cat, everything was gone. He showed up to an empty house.
And that was so revengeful.
Just take a moment right now, whoever you are, and think about what that would be like for you. That your life has been taken completely out. That's revenge. And we see it happen more often than not. in couples who have been together and just couldn't get past this resentment resistance stuff. So what Laurie and I have done is we focus on those two really, really heavily inside of the Extraordinary Lovers Experience, because we want people to get that, hey, if you find yourself here, here are some tools that you can use to quickly move back to love.